Good Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coffee Old School. My name's Vogel, and if you watch this channel, you pretty much know how it works and how we do it. But this morning, I want to start off with a little somber note. This episode of Coffee Old School will be dedicated to the good memory, and I do mean good memory because he's a great friend, great brother, little sweet, Justin Sweet. We lost him on Easter Day. Um, and our families are all still trying to deal with the loss of a great friend, brother, and a promo artist just like the rest of us. So my love to the Sweet family, my prayers go out to them. This coffee with old school is from Free Old Sweet. Now, good morning. What I come here today to talk about, there's been a lot going on in the promo run. Yeah, let me tell you. Over the weekend, I've caught a couple shows. I love watching the promo shows, no matter where they are, who's running them. For the most part, the promo world has gotten a little better. I'm not going to say it's gotten less toxic. I'm going to say it's gotten a little better. But let's talk reality. This weekend we had a wonderful show in Voice of Honor. All hail the king. Some wonderful matches, wonderful people showing up and doing the work. Brandon Sigger's doing a great job over there in Voice of Honor. I am currently their king of promos. Our champions list goes as myself as the king of promos. The Excalibur champion is Big Sweet. The Catalyst champion is Malice. Now, all those matches, you can go check them out. Voice of Honor Wrestling Boiler Room. Uh, Definitely like and subscribe. Check them out. See if you guys want to enjoy some, definite fun with us over there. But for me, the reason I'm here today is I watched the Voice of Honor show. It was well put together. Brandon did a great job getting the matches on the page. They don't do YouTube specials, which, listen, where I come from and when I first started, that was something that was awesome. We always put the page. But now, a lot of us have transcended, including my own Fed, Premier Promo Federation. We do a lot of work on YouTube. We put a lot of stuff out there for YouTube content page. We get a lot of great views, and we thank you for your support. Same thing with this place here, Coffee Old School. But what I'm getting at is it can be done on page just fine. It does not have to be a live. It does not have to be a YouTube special. It can be put straight to page, and things can go so well and turn out so great. Um, but we had a lot of great matches. We could go over a couple of the matches. We had Captain Law defending his title against Malice, which Malice came out on top on that one. They've got a pretty good rivalry going. They've met a couple of different places. I think that might make them 2-2, something like that. But great match by both those guys. But Malice is one of the most untouchable individuals on the planet when it comes to this game we play. He's very good at wordplay. He's very good at making you feel his promos, and that's something that's big to me. Uh, Now, me personally, uh, I watched the Excalibur matchup, and my God, it was a tough one. I agreed with those judges over there. It was very tough to judge that one. Rick Wildley defending his Excalibur championship against Big Sweet. Big Sweet coming out on top, and the judges saw it kind of the same way I did. I kind of felt like he told a promo that was just telling the truth. You know what I mean? A lot of the VOH guys back in the day, they win a title, and then they would stop showing up, only to hype the day before and then do a match promo. I think that kills the promo groups these days. You've got to put in work. You've got to put in the effort. You've got to show up. Um, Me personally, I truly, truly love the game. The game that I play here in the promo realm is just it's very fun. My own thing. Uh, Sorry, guys, I'm getting ready to try to share this. I'm going to share it in the group chat. Uh, no, don't need it on the TV. Thank you. So everybody knows I am live. Sorry, should have probably done this first, but it's the way it worked. I just kind of go with what I go. Sorry, it's still being a jerk here. Okay, there we go. Let's share this to there. Send it here. Sorry, guys, for the dead air. I really want to share this and get it out there. I like my people in the locker rooms and all to enjoy. Uh, but of course, my phone's being a little bit of a butt head. There we go. There's the locker room. That's what we want to see. Okay, I think we've got everybody tagged. Um, but anyway, now back to the shows. We had a really good VOH show. And then myself and Rig, we had a matchup. I was defending my KOP. We had a pretty good rivalry there. Probably I'm going to say it was almost 3 months, if I'm not wrong. Maybe even just full 2 months. I retained my KOP, which is right there beside me, as you can see. As it always is with the True King. But what I'm going to point out is how well the show was done, how well everybody showed up and put on a great show. And not to forget her, but Mama Purge did retain her Empire title, but it was in some bullshit shenanigans of a no show by Gunshot. And if the world can relay it to him all they want from right here, that guy's a big piece of shit. He's a no show artist, but then he shows up in another group. But we're going to get to that group and their show too. I'm going to review their show. But on top of that, nobody bitch complained about their loss or the win. Everybody congratulated each other. That's the way promo realm is supposed to be. Okay, we're here to have fun. This is a hobby. These belts are just trinkets, that we just kind of carry around as accessories. Um, for me, I have enjoyed the promo game for 8 years. I will continue to enjoy the promo game, but I will also continue to separate myself from groups that I don't feel like are a fit for old school, and or if I recommend my brothers to any groups, I won't recommend them to those groups. I won't say, hey, you should go over here and promo. But Voice of Honor, all hail the king, successful show. I give it a 4 stars out of 5, and the only reason I don't give it a 5 star is because we had one no show, and that pisses me off. Now, to kind of probably piss people off, I'm sure be messages in my inbox. Let's talk about the APF show. What the hell was the name of it? I can't remember what the hell the name of it was. That's my problem right there. Uh, they're running a tournament for a new championship over there. Um, my biggest problem with the show is it wasn't put together correctly. I didn't know what matches were what. They were just promo, 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 and it just rapid fired all the way through. There was no commentary. There was no, the gunslingers taking on old school, and then the match comes up. No, that we just went straight through it. So let's talk about that card. It was very hard for me to sit back and watch, um, due to the fact that the effort was not really there. Okay, the effort was like, oh, I got to do this because they gave me promos. Let me get it on the air, and you know, and then the owner wants to get upset when people leave. Here's why people leave, my friend. People leave that promo group because of what we just saw this weekend, and then you want to show people that the judges had 1 point win, 1 point loss, this that. Listen, without feedback, without notes, without people hearing why they won or lost, nobody's going to believe that shit. Okay. I'm a big advocate. I make sure if my people want their notes, they get their notes. If my people ask for feedback, they get their feedback. But you're not going to do that, and then you're going to run a show together with no titles. I mean, it had an opening, and then they did do a 10 bell salute to Sweet and Brandon Randall, which, like I said at the beginning of this show, this one is dedicated to Little Sweet because I love the man like my own brother, and I love his brother like my own brother, and we could go on, go on, go on. But we're not going to get that sentimental today because I'm here to be Mr. Toxic, as they'll call me. But anyway, back to the APF show. Forgot the name of it. Like I said, that's how forgettable it was over the weekend. I had some friends that were on that show, and I thought they absolutely killed it. But one of my friends, they lose by 1 point. And listen, we've all lost by 1 point before, okay? But why did she lose by 1 point? We don't know. There's no notes. And I'm sure if you reached out to the owner, he would promise you notes, and you would never see them. Um, and here's where I'm going to go with it, and what I figure is happening. Yeah, the comment partners are here. By the way, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. This was just a quick coffee with old school I just had to do. I wanted to give props to everybody in the Voice of Honor for a great show yesterday. And I'm just going to go ahead and review a couple other shows if y'all are wanting to have a little fun. But now we're on the APF show, and like I said, I forgot, was it like Voltage, or I don't know, looked like somebody got shocked. I was definitely shocked by the production value. The production value was very low. You know what I mean? The matches were rapid fire, no titles. Like I said, it didn't say, Mama Purge taking on Rig. Okay, it was just their match. So if I was new to this game and I was watching that show, I'd be like, "Whoa, it's a Rumble! Everybody's promoing." It, it didn't make sense. Okay, and I'm not, listen, I'm not here to piss off owners, and which they all get pissed off anyway when I talk because they say I'm biased or whatnot. I'm not biased. I was the APF World Champion. Okay, um, I have that belt sitting over here, but I removed myself from the situation from lack of effort, and not lack of effort from promo artists. It's lack of effort from the owners and the administration team. If you're not going to go out there and work, look at Brandon Singer yesterday. He could have done a results show and did it in 3 minutes. Hey, this guy won, this guy lost, this guy won, this guy lost. Fuck gunshot, Mama wins. Kicking gunshot out. We could have went through that rapid fire. Instead, he sat down. He had a drink with his whole roster. We had some fun. We talked. He gave results. He booted a motherfucker. So okay. Big Sweet, thank you very much. The name of the show was High Voltage. Well, unfortunately, the conductivity of that voltage was very low. Almost like a little kid sticking his finger in a light socket. It was very bad. Okay. The production value was horrible. And then I went and watched some of these promos, and since we bring up Gunshot, he couldn't show up for a title match. But he'll show up somewhere else in like an APF. And here's the reason why guys like that do that. You ready? You're in a place of 7 or 8 promo artists, and they're trying to introduce more and more titles and have 3 and 4 divisions. Listen, do the math. And Scott Steiner ain't got to be here to figure it out for you. 3 titles for 7 people, it don't work. Okay? I'm sorry. It just does not get over. It doesn't make people go, oh, I want to go over there and promo. So, what grade would I give that show? Well, I give it 1.5 stars. And that's me being polite. I gave the Voice of Honor show 4 stars, and that's because we have one no-show. Okay? But this one's 1.5. Production value was low. There was no commentary. There was nothing of substance added into the promos. Now, for the promo artists that showed up, they did a great job. They showed up. They did promos. That's what they're supposed to do, okay? But now the owner's got to do his part. Listen, and I'm going to say this as meanly as I can. It's not the promo artist's job to do your job. It's not the promo artist's job to go find talent. It's not the promo artist's job to get people to promo in your group. It's your fucking group. Own it. And if you can't, shut it the fuck down. Because lazy owners equal lazy groups, which equal lazy promo artists, and then that group ain't shit. And then these guys go to other places and think it's the same way other places. And I got news for you, damn it. There's not a soul on this planet can't say they don't work my ass off as the KOP. I'm on the screen almost every fucking day. I'm talking shit to my opponent. I'm doing the work, and then I show up. And that's another thing. If you're going to be in a promo match, don't wait till the fucking night before to turn in a promo. Okay? Excuse me, I understand we all have life. People have jobs, people have families. But son of a bitch, find 3 fucking minutes, cut your fucking promo, ship it in a week earlier, so the owner is not pulling his fucking hair out going, well, I'm missing this guy or this guy or this guy. Come the fuck on, grow up and do it right. Do it right, okay? Now, another subject I want to get on now that we're done with that show review, which you see didn't take long. Sorry. Here's the other thing that I have a real problem with. I'm in a faction called the HHE, okay, Heavy Hitters Enterprise. We're all brothers. We all, stand with each other. I would never, on my best day, tag with somebody other than HHE. I would never turn my back on my brothers and work in another group with other people and call myself anything but HHE. They're my family. They're my brothers. We ride together. We die together. We fight together. We win together, as we proved at All Hail the King. But for the ones that go out here and claim to be part of something great, and then you shit on your partner and go over somewhere else and run with something or somebody else or a different faction. Don't get me wrong. If your partner ain't there, okay, I'll give you that. I understand your partner didn't want to go to that group. But as my partner, I'm going to use Big Sweet because he's here, or the Gunslinger because he's here. If I was y'all's partner, I would never tag with anybody else. That's just the way it is. Hello? Have you met me in Roughneck? Now, I did tag with my son in Promo Entertainment Network. But hello, that's my son. It's my blood. you know. And one of my biggest dreams was to, I don't know why that door's open either. I want to show that beautiful pin tag back there that me and my son won. But, I had a chance to do something historical and put me and my son in into a place that we probably wouldn't have had a chance anywhere else. And that was to be tag team champions together. And then it's something that I'm honored to be a part of. But I would not go to, I don't know, we'll make up a Fed, AOW or something. I don't know. I don't know what Feds are out there. So many stupid names for stupid groups. Let's go to the Fart Foundation group. There we go. We'll make one up. And tag with somebody else and claim to be the greatest tag team in the world when I already had the greatest tag team partner that you could ever have. That incites me to anger. It disappoints me, and it's disrespectful, and it's disgusting. I'm sorry, it is. And don't do it because your buddy just came back and needs somebody to make him relevant. That's the one thing that pisses me off. Let them earn their stripes. Let them work their way back in. Let them cement themselves as a promo artist and not get put over because of you. That's not me being an asshole. That's me being real. Let's be honest. We've got a lot of Feds out here that have tried to incite drama between partners. They've tried to incite drama between, group owners. They've tried to break down organizations such as the Voice of Honor. But guess what, bitches? We're back. We're at 100%. We're Kelvic fucking hot. As you've seen over the weekend, great promos by great promo artists, by human beings that I fucking love very much, showing up over there, Voice of Honor, and doing the job. And we all are proud of VOH. So for the ones that say, hey, he was going to die because we left, listen, there wasn't a hood or a guy calling himself a champion or anything like that would ever kill VOH by leaving. You actually made it better. We thank you. Thank you very much. Sometimes the toilet bowl gets a little dirty, so gosh, scrub her out. Scrub her out and get the shit out of the toilet. And now we got a nice clean bowl so we can all take the shit in. But, that's what I'm saying. Cheers. And yes, I agree, justice for Justin. But, that to me, that's one of the biggest problems in the promo world. If you're having great success, somebody wants to shit on you. If you're having great fun, they want to take the fun away. If you are enjoying promoing somewhere, then they want to go to that group and try to help take over so it becomes a toxic shithole like they have. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? And let's talk. Yeah, this one's going to be a fun subject. Now let's talk promo unity. Whoa. That's what I think about promo unity. Here's the thing. We tried promo unity years ago. Egos oversight assholes, okay? These guys want to be in full control. And you're seeing it today. I mean, go out and watch the promo realm. There's about 5, 6, 7 groups that are together. And I'll be honest, there's a couple good groups there. And then there's a couple groups that, well, hey, they need those other 5 or 6 groups to be, I don't know, good or get good promo artists. Sadly for me and the rest of the promo realm, they still incite drama. They talk about penises, vaginas. They get nasty. They let men call women bitches. We do not allow that in PPF. That's just not allowed. We see them go against each other's families, go personal. And if you've got to do that, you're not a promo artist. You're just a piece of shit. Whoops. Did that piss you off? Hit my inbox. It's always open. And I will refer right back to you with a quick fuck you and your mama too. Not our mama. We love our mama. But, to me, letting somebody talk about somebody's family and stuff like that. It is not drawing. That is the worst fucking example of what we do here. All right. Me and Rig, I'll use it as an example. Me and Rig just went through that big 2.5, 3 months story to get to the matchup that we had at All Hail the King. Okay. Not once did I ever go personal on that man with his family, or with his real life. And believe me, there's other groups that will. There's other groups that will. Oh, I'm going to use his personal shit, but I didn't. You know why? Because I was after Rig the character, okay, not Cody the guy. Now you go watch the promo, you go say, "Well, you called him Cody. You did this." You fucking morons. If you don't understand a fucking story, that's why you're the problem with the promo realm. Just saying. That's like your top 25 or your top 50 list. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Because I'll tell you right now, on those lists, people were forgotten that were so fucking much better than a lot of guys on those lists. Just saying. And I'm not talking about me, but I'm just telling you there was a lot forgotten. But those lists are the opinions of some folks. And just like this podcast is my opinion 100%, other than the people that's right over here in the comments section that is enjoying the show and commenting and agreeing. That's their opinions too, evidently. So, when you let your groups do that, it's just disgusting. It lowers the value of your product. It makes people like me who loved old school professional wrestling and kind of, enjoyed this part of promo because it kind of reminded me of that to turn the channel, to not pay attention. I watched a promo artist the other day and he had a title match and he bled. What's happening? You pick a pimple, pop a zit, scratch your forehead. I mean, I don't get it. Why were you bleeding in a promo? Was it your time of month? I mean, get a tampon. Hmm. So that don't make sense to me because nobody hit you, nobody touched you. So why were you bleeding? Maybe that's why you lost your title. Anyway, now we move on to another subject that really pissing me off: gimmick infringement, stealing gimmicks. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm going to tell you, this one's going to be a touchy subject for some folks. Now, don't get me wrong, for years we had my good buddy Dale, who would love to steal material. He never stole anybody's gimmick. He did steal their material. He's since grown up a little bit and got over that. But what I'm talking about is, so we got a couple promo artists here. We got Big Sweet, the sweetest big man in the business. Got 4 championships hanging on his shoulder currently across the promo realm. So that would be like me coming out tomorrow and saying, my name is Sweet Old School. Yeah, see how that don't fucking work. Or maybe I'll be the next mama. Or, maybe, just maybe, I'll be a Black Widow. Oh, wait a minute. We already got a mama. We already got a Black Widow. But let's say it like this. I know what you could be. You could be a fucking dude. Steal a dude's name. Then that would make sense because you kind of look like one. But let's be honest. When you message those group owners and say, hey, I'm feeling kind of pissed off, that's my gimmick. And they go, well, it's not copyrighted. Well, and you're not smart either. So, I mean, we're fucking even, right? You're stupid. The gimmick's not copyrighted. But I mean, that's what I see. And then you got a woman who's taking a man's gimmick. And, I don't know the girl. So I got nothing against the girl. But I will say this. I watched that show. And one thing you need to qualify to go and be on that show that I saw the other day is definitely a speech impediment. That's sorry. A lot of them had it. A lot of them had it. Don't get mad at me because I saw the truth. It's just the fucking truth. But stealing somebody's gimmick and putting it out there and saying, well, I've been calling myself that for years and nobody has saw it anywhere in the promo realm until just yesterday or the day before. You weren't that gimmick. You saw somebody else. You liked their fucking gimmick. You stole their gimmick. And here's the problem. Ready? This one's the one that's going to hurt. You're not good at that gimmick. Ouch. You're not good. You're not good at the gimmick. It's not getting over for you. Try to come up with something else. Because the people that originated those gimmicks and have been using those gimmicks have gotten over and won championships and won across the promo realm with that gimmick. So, did you take that gimmick hoping that somebody would go, oh man, that's this person. I saw that. Wait a minute, that don't look like that person that I used to know. Maybe they changed their hairstyle. Well, maybe they changed their face. Well, hell, maybe they changed their style of promo because now they're not good. Get where I'm going with it? Stop stealing gimmicks. I had an instance years ago. A guy named RB1 was going around and, trying to be me. So I went to the place where he was. I fucking destroyed him, embarrassed him, buried him. He's never been seen since. So goodbye, RB fucking dumbass. So that's what I'm saying about gimmicks. Do not steal somebody else's gimmicks. Do not shit on somebody else's gimmicks. Hey, listen, I understand, let's go back to the old days. We had the Ultimate Warrior, by the way. Did not like the guy, never did care for the guy. When then WCW was bringing an Ultimate Warrior to the WCW to help Hulk Hogan. Well, first of all, we don't know. Warrior ain't helping Hogan. It's just not happening. So then this poor guy shows up on the screen called the Renegade. Wow, what a knockoff. But it was definitely the Warrior's gimmick, okay? We all know it. The face paint, the armbands, the shaking the ropes. Definitely the Warrior's gimmick. But here's the kicker. You ready? It wasn't good. It didn't get over. Nobody believed it was the Ultimate Warrior. So, when you steal a gimmick, and somebody like me, Sweet, the Gunslinger, all of us that are here today, go and look at your product and go, what the fuck is that? That's not the mama we know. The mama we know is fucking good. She's a beautiful, wonderful human being who can kick ass with the boys better than anybody. But you're not it. So don't try to be it, okay? But yet they will, all right? That's my problem. That is something that pisses me off more than anything in the promo realm. If you can't be original, motherfucker, don't promo. If you can't get your own gimmick over, don't get a gimmick. You know what I mean? I remember years ago, I told Chance Sullivan one time, he was trying to come up with this cool gimmick. I was like, just be Chance Sullivan. No gimmicks needed. Be yourself. Motherfucker, if it didn't get over for a good while. He was having a blast with it because he didn't have to worry about portraying a gimmick. He was just him. Isn't that fucking awesome? But some owners will say, oh boy, that's not going to get over. But who are they? There's a lot of shows out there that will come out here and critique shows and tell you how great they were and this and that. I'm not that show. I'm that guy that's going to come out here and tell you this show blew balls. And it did. The one show that I critiqued here, it was not good. Okay, don't get me wrong, promo artists did okay. It's still just the production value wasn't good. Okay, and I got a lot of friends in these different groups I'm talking about. Okay, so I got he's over in another group that I used to be a part of, and I will support him 110 times over there. You know what I mean? I hope he's successful. I personally don't like how it's ran, but that's their group to run. Okay, that's their group to do as they please. But when you walk on or you stand on the screen after a matchup and you clap like a motherfucker, there was two people that couldn't even walk down the street without tripping over their own feet and probably couldn't chew bubblegum and talk and all this other shit, and you're clapping and saying that was a fucking contest and a half. Listen, I understand beef and talent and giving them some, maybe if I tell them they're good, they'll get better. Some of them ain't going to get better. Some of them are always going to be what they are. Some of them are always going to be the doormats, the floor mats, the guys that we put at the beginning of the show to get a new talent over. Okay? That's just the business. It's the way it works. I'm sorry, it is. If you don't like it, I don't care. I'm to the point now where I've watched enough shows this weekend to go, bleh, on a lot of them. Okay? And no. Ready, guys? I am not knocking HSP. So before anybody gets in my inbox and says, oh, you're picking on HSP, I'm picking on some of the promo artists from HSP. I am. I don't care. But I'm not picking on HSP because they run their product their way. They do their things their, certain way. Still, I'll give them their props. The tag team matches when they're live, that's innovative. I've always liked it. I had fun when I did. But don't come on the screen clapping for people that did really shitty work. Come on the screen and go, you know what? That was a matchup. I could have seen better out of both of them. I could have seen better definitely out of this one because this one was halfway through his fucking promo or her promo, and it didn't make sense. Okay? Be honest with your promo artists because I am one of the most honest individuals in the game. There's people here watching right now that will tell you one after the other. I will never lie to anybody. If I thought that your promo sucked, I'm going to tell you I thought your promo sucked. It's just the way it works. Honesty is the best policy, and it's a key and a pathway to great promo artists. And yes, I am a proud Sith Lord. And, may the 4th be with all y'all, which was the other day, and we got to enjoy it together. I watched some Star Wars myself. But don't come out here, man, and try to say, oh, they're doing a great job. They're a great promo artist. I see big things in their future. You know what I see in their future? People fucking skipping the match, taking a shit break, walking outside to have a cigarette maybe to go make a new cup of coffee. Yeah, please join me with a toast for you little sweet as always. So, am I wrong? Am I right? Am I an asshole? I don't care. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, we watched your show and you said this and you said that. If you think I'm going to go, no, I didn't, man. That's not what it's not what I said. Just ask anybody who's messaged me and said, man, you got a beef with me? No, I just think your product sucks. Or I think this promo artist sucks. I don't have to kiss your ass because you are nobody to me. Sorry, it's the truth. Goddamn cigarettes, they made these things fire safe so they go out. And I get to jabber in my jaws. But, I just wanted to come on here today because I felt like a coffee old school needed to be had. I felt like things needed to be said that a lot of people don't say. I want people to understand that I think that the promo world is still alive and well. There's just some things that make me go, why? What the fuck for? So I to this day, I still will tell you my truthful, honest opinion. As my dogs are barking at the door, they agree. They're seconding my motion. But, I've had a wonderful time here today. We've gone 32 minutes. I don't like to do them big hour-long shows because guess what? I'll start repeating shit. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for joining me with Coffee with Old School, a dedicated episode to my guy, Little Sweet. Love you. Miss you, brother. That coffee's for you. This show was for you today. Dedicated in your memory, and because your memory will always be alive with me. And I will make sure that every single day in the promo realm. I love every one of you fuckers that showed up here today to support me and watch. I love everybody in the promo realm having fun and doing it the right way. For the ones who are not, fuck you. Kiss my ass, the whole part of it. Some of you I don't want near my ass, so just saying. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. I want you to enjoy it. Make sure you tune in for the next episode of Coffee with Old School. I think we're going to get me a special guest to bring on here with me. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some shit. We might even review a show together. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? But as always, I'm the realest talker in the business. I'm the most truthful individual. I am highly voracious. And today has been Coffee with Old School, and I thank you guys for joining me. Old School out.